An equation is a statement that two expressions are equal. In this lesson, you will use equations to model and solve problems. You can use the properties of equality and inverse operations to solve equations. Take note, properties of equality. Let A, B, and C be any real numbers. So first, the reflexive property of equality states that A equals A. An example, 5 equals 5. The symmetric property of equality says that if A equals B, then B equals A. For example, 1/2 equals 0.5, so 0.5 equals 1/2. The transitive property of equality. If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. For example, 2.5 equals 2.5, and 2.5 equals 5/2, so 2.5 equals 5/2. The substitution property of equality. If A equals B, then you can replace A with B and vice versa. For example, if A equals B and 9 plus A equals 15, then 9 plus B also equals 15. The addition property of equality. If A equals B, then A plus C equals B plus C. An example, if X equals 12, then X plus 3 equals 12 plus 3. The subtraction property of equality. If A equals B, then A minus C equals B minus C. For example, if X equals 12, then X minus 3 equals 12 minus 3. The multiplication property of equality. If A equals B, then A times C equals B times C. For example, if X equals 12, then X times 3 equals 12 times 3. And finally, the division property of equality. If A equals B, then A divided by C equals B divided by C. And that's assuming C does not equal 0. An example, if X equals 12, then X divided by 3 equals 12 divided by 3. Solving an equation that contains a variable means finding all the values of the variable that make the equation true. Such a value is a solution of the equation. To find a solution, isolate the variable on one side of the equation using inverse operations. Inverse operations are operations that undo each other. Addition and subtraction have this inverse relationship, as do multiplication and division. Problem 1. Solving a one-step equation. What is the solution of x plus 4 equals negative 12? Well, rewriting x plus 4 equals negative 12, we know subtraction is the inverse operation of addition, so we'll subtract 4 from each side. That undoes the plus 4 on the left-hand side of the equation and leaves us with just x, our variable, isolated on the left. And then on the right, negative 12 minus 4 is negative 16. Now we should always check by substituting the value back into the original equation. Negative 16 plus 4, does that equal negative 12? Yes, it does. Your turn. What is the solution of 12b equals 18?